Classic Radio Roundup. Yep, 149er.
Did you hear that? Where's Wayne?
I did.
There's the motor puppy. There's the motor puppy and Wayne. Hiya, Wayne. Can you hear me? Hiya, Wayne. I hear Motor Puppy out there, too. Well, welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Evening, Wayne. Evening, operator. Spitfire.
Sparky, 775.
Yeah, running some of this Cobra 138 XLR technology.
Sonar, FS-23. Good old Space Patrol.
On his Archer Space Patrol. Does it have Morse code keyer on it?
Yeah, but it has the International Morse code embossed on the body.
Yeah, I had a cool when I was younger. Had a walkie-talkie hung on the side. They had a base and a talkie.
Space Patrol. I hear, I think it's Buffalo Bob down there in Delco.
Yeah, this guy's been in there a while, even in 44.
Hello again, Quarter Wave Dave.
What did that stand for? International Telephone and Telegraph?
The ITT I know of, dude.
Then they had ITT Institutes. Evening, Aquaman. Got you checked in on the Roundup.
And documented on...
Oh, somebody write down Monkey Man, please. Oh, no.
Monkey Man, see what you did?
Check and check.
And a sandbagger.
Yeah.
Bagging all those big, huge bags of sand, don't you know? 27115 on your AM radio dial.
And transmitting from that wannabe gun.
Yeah, from the top of the front and the back of my garage, break. Hello.
Evening there, Monkey Man, sandbagger. What are you running?
I am running a Lafayette Comstat 25.
Ah, that's one of those, is that all tube or is that a hybrid one?
This is all tubes. All tubes all the time.
Did they even make a hybrid of that Lafayette version?
No. No, not this radio.
Is that about the time Lafayette went out of business?
No, hell no. This was made in 1965.
I just wonder why they never had a hybrid version like a Panasonic hybrid chassis.
Yeah, they never made a 40-channel tube radio. I always thought the Comstat 35 should have been 40 channels, but it wasn't. I still don't understand what the difference between the 35 and the 25B was, really, except for that ugly orange channel selector knob.
They're always looking at you.
They're just looking at you, kid.
Yeah, because every one of Lafayette's 40-channel radios was solid state.
10-4, evening, Rooster.
Hello. Just figured I'd come down here and say hello.
Hello, Rooster, from the Spitfire on his antique flea market radio.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
We're 10-8 and straight.
10-2 for sure. Is Slam and Sam out there?
I haven't heard him yet.
Hello, Dave. Hello. Sparky. Spitfire, Sandbagger out there?
That's right.
That's right. Ranger?
How the Aquaman is, and you can't hear him.
He was saying something about some Telstats on Craigslist or something.
Telstat what?
Yeah, what was their big base, a 140 or something?
On a 40 channel?
They had like a 23 and a 40 channel, looked the same.
SSB 100 was the 23 channel and the 140 was the 40 channel.
Do you know that name stayed in France, like over in Europe, they still sell Lafayette CB radios?
Yes, Marcucci or something.
Yeah, they just picked up the name.
Lafayette actually had an export radio for a while, the 2400. It was, AM, FM, sideband, and like 5 bands of 40 channels, and your basic 1983 export.
Yeah, they had one last big base station that looked like the Saturn. I think it was silver. Doc Hammer knows.
Good evening, Doctor.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Doc Hammer checking in from the wet wheat field on my over at 13893. Ringer.
Yeah, we're going to get wet weather on Friday.
We need some sandbags.
I'll sell you a bunch.
10 inches ahead for the year on rain, and pretty much half the state is underwater.
Yeah, that's never a good thing.
four-letter word out there.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get long durations of rain like that. One day here, one day there, but not like weeks and weeks of it. Ugh.
It'll be like Agnes.
Oh, I remember that. That was horrible.
Out of the last 30 days, we've had 3 dry days and 27 days of rain.
That's amazing. And it sucks. That is depressing.
Where's he at?
In Kansas.
Really? He's talking to us?
Yeah. We talk to Doc Hammer all the time.
Yeah, at least once a week.
Wow.
They always have propagation right about this time.
He's really getting out.
It's a very narrow window.
Must have a big radio.
Nah, they're all classics. None of that Chinese junk.
Just big.
It's got a really long coax.
Yeah, they say we have big feet.
It's got really long coax.
Big shoes.
Big feet, big shoes.
As long as his feet don't smell.
Hey, now don't talk about my feet. I use gear check ointment and gear check foot powder.
Oh no. Yeah, you gotta get your deer tick protection there. You never know when you're gonna need it.
I'll tell you what, out here the ground is so soaked. No amount of powder we keep your feet dry. Never.
Yeah, athlete's feet for everyone. Somebody wants to say hi. Say hi. There we go. Radio Cat is on the premises.
I'm speaking cat back to her.
Yeah, like somebody there had some relays gathering or something. Did I hear 44 in there say hello?
Yeah, I was having a major malfunction. Minorly. Just trying to key up, nothing was happening.
That was you out there. Top of the evening to you.
He's dropping them all and you spit fire.
All day long.
You can't talk, Skip. You can only talk when I want you to talk. And then the only one you're going to hear is me.
And I slapped you.
Slap.
You dropped the ball on me.
And I slapped you.
Why didn't,
05 Institute of Amplifier Technology and Radio Electronics, where our motto is, if you can buy it, we can fry it.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
The home of the Yeezy tube.
yeah, Roach, he stole that trademark.
Yeah, that's trademark infringement.
Did you see that?
I can't believe he fried a perfectly good radio. Every time I see that, it makes me cringe.
There was a guy out there selling full-staff RPS on eBay for crazy prices. I could sell my 1023 for $200 if that's the case.
Well, that Superhawk knucklehead's on there trying to pawn off a Smokey and the Bandit radio. He's trying to make it sound like it was the one that was actually in the car, which I'm sure is not the case. And trying to sell it for $800 or something.
That sounds like our friend
Yeah, that's what I said. Superhawk's doing it. That knucklehead.
He's a moron. That's just the way he is. He's a moron. He's the only guy I know that will take a $20 Radio Shack truck mount antenna to go with that radio and sell the antenna by itself for $200.
Well, evidently there's a couple of knuckleheads around it, but they must believe that he's right, because prices keep going up because of knuckleheads like that.
Man must be stopped.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa, Nelly.
Oh no!
How's that any better, Doc Hammer?
I can hear you just fine there, Dave. Sounded real good.
And we're just trying out this mobile radio.
Is that the 138?
Oh, no, the 4400M.
Oh, the ITT, yeah.
And four.
Hello.
And operator Ron.
How you guys doing? Just want to say hello and we're back to studying.
What are you studying?
The general for Friday.
Aha! Well, good luck, Ron.
Thank you. For later, slow air, Doc. Good luck with that test. Good luck with that test, though, Ron. How's that work? Yeah, I'm going to need it. I've been 65 one-line exams so far.
Banging on the dashboard, Spitfire.
That's not me. Not me. Not this time, anyway. I hope I'm still working over here on the Sonar FS23.
Oh, didn't you run that last week?
Yeah, and I didn't make any changes, so I ran it again.
Aha!
I assume you saw the gate then.
Yeah. Yeah, you can listen to to your gate and then listen to mine and see how much different people sound, and all the people that I can't hear.
I never have noise. Oh, this says on the bottom is consumer specialty product division, ITT.
ITT, huh? They weren't real popular with CB radios.
Somebody out there is having an issue. Tyler, what'd you say?
I said, ITT wasn't all that popular with CB radios.
Well, after I saw on YouTube, they had a thing on it. They said they weren't that many made. Yeah, I think I'd venture to say I never knew that ITT made CB radios, but I guess back in the day, everybody jumped on the bandwagon. I think they only made 2 or 3 models, and that was it.
Yeah, RCA, Citizen, they made like watches.
Somebody's got problems. Yeah, somebody's got to either figure it out or let out the magic smoke.
Or shoot it.
Then we can quit talking about it because it'll be dead.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
It's dead. It's going to stay dead.
And there'll be nobody around to put flowers on a poor bastard's grave.
Oh yes, Bon Mott's from the old days.
Did you get a chance to look up any inductors on Mauser?
I did not.
I just need you to make an intelligent selection for me.
Evening, classic radio, have a pop.
Well, now it's humming.
Well, it only hums when you don't know the words.
Yeah, can you take that to another frequency, kind sir?
Either that or shoot it and put it out of its misery.
Somebody strong to me.
It's not fire starter, is it?
Dropping them all.
All day long, the ghost of Gene has come back.
No, it had like some kind of air raid siren or something.
Well, he might, it might be compromised a bit.
I think we'd all freak out if Gene keyed up.
Yo, what's going on?
I'd be glad to hear him again. Just for a night or two.
I would immediately bust his stun.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
I know one thing, you better be quiet out there. Oh, jeez.
Why is that?
What's going on, fellas?
Same stuff, different week.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Classic Radio Roundup.
Time for a while, let the band roll on. I'm just passing through, guys. I'll see ya. Have a good night.
Bump, bump. Have a good one.
As they say. They don't say that in my world. I'll see ya.
Yeah, I know you've been having it rough there the last couple of weeks there, but hang in there.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just judging from some of the posts I've been seeing.
Yeah, I know. I got involved, and you know how it is.
Yeah. Like I say, life goes on, one door closes, another one opens.
Yep, ain't no doubt about it. Alright, well, let the band roll on. Have a good night. I'm just passing through.
Yeah, make sure you pay the toll. What do we got here? Carriers?
Yeah, somebody told the carrier.
Oh dear.
Let me bump it up a little bit out there, Bagger. I'll put it on you later. I'm going on. I'll see ya.
Bumpity bump.
Yeah, the radio's not working, driver. Take it to another channel. You're stepping on a bunch of people.
All testing should be done elsewhere.
Yeah, like on channel 19.
I'm not testing. I'm passing through. See ya.
Now, yours is working.
It better be working. I can't hear him. Yeah, you can. Stop lying.
Yeah, he's got a Chinese radio over there. You never know what he can hear.
Or when they're going to stop working.
Final Zorge.
It'll stop working when I tell it to stop working. Well, then you'll fix it, right? Yeah, you'll have it fixed, come up.
I'll bring it up there and leave it by the door.
Oh, hell. Thank you very much.
Seemed like you needed that one, right?
Yeah, aim. I'm always just amazed sometimes when you plug them in and they still work.
Hey man, 50 years from now, Brownings and trams will still be working. But Chinese radios, nah.
My Connexes will still be working.
Or keep them electrolytics up to date.
Especially if it was made during the capacitor plague.
Yeah, right? The damn cheap-ass Chinese couldn't duplicate the right electrolyte formula. And that was bad. We even got hit by that in where I used to work. We had a whole lot of recalls on those.
I got faith in my radio. I think our 980s will still be working.
I got 25 years on this Galaxy is still cooking.
When's the 138 from, Cobra 138? Is that like 80s?
No. What, the XLR or the regular 138?
Yeah, 138 XLR, Mobile.
That was made in 77.
Oh.
Sonar FS23, got to be near on 50.
That was made in the 60s, early to mid 60s, I believe.
So it's over 50.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good looking radio.
I might just go for another 50.
You'll be dead before then.
That's for sure. Hopefully somebody else will enjoy it.
Astro going through, give yourself Pastor McDonald's. You got your ears on, brother?
You can put it in the box with him.
And he'll be dead, and you can't talk about it anymore.
Slap a whip on the tombstone.
Dead to me.
Hey, you got your ears on?
Look almost funny without him.
Yeah.
My ears are where they've always been.
Yeah, holding up your hat. .115 on your AM dial, channel 13.
This radio has a nice quiet receiver.
This Lafayette's got a pretty nice receiver too. I figured I'd run it now before we start getting into the summer months when it gets so hot out that I don't want to run any more tube radios.
I've decided not to move this out from last week and use it again this week.
That's just pure laziness.
This thing has a real nice receiver.
How's the overload? Do I overload it?
Audio check on Lug Nut here. Come on.
I gotta ride the volume switch, but that's typical. Hello, Lugnut. I hear you. Spitfire out here on Classic Radio Roundup.
Good, Lugnut. Must be in the Mobile.
Lugnut must be out there in the noise area or something where you can't hear anyone.
I did hear him in my radio receiver.
I hear him, buddy. Should be able to hear you though, Bagger. You got that big radio.
Yeah, it's a 50-year-old big radio.
Big radio.
Is that bass?
50-year-old all glass, glowing tube.
Is that bass? Hey, there's Charles.
Silver bullet?
Yeah, I'd like a silver bullet right now.
Coors Light?
Switch to Yingling. Yeah, man, good to hear you checking in there. Quite a few check-ins tonight. We're probably up around the a dozen or so, at least. Load of puppies back out there. Gained your altitude. Remember the wide mouth Guinness? Looks like a little barrel.
Big mouth, 3.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
God, try everything at least once.
I remember the Grolsch with the little ceramic flip top.
Just watch out for them frozen pepperoni sticks on a Dan hour.
Navajo.
Wow, more is better.
Yeah, more better.
The Classic Radio Collective.
Resistance is futile.
You will be assimilated.
Quiet out here tonight.
My local carrier is on channel 14 plus.
Break 13727, checking in.
You will start looking at yard sales, flea markets, and otherwise roadside stands and antiques for CB radios. You may even be known to get on the local Craigslist, Facebook, what's the other latest one, Let Go.
What?
They get me on the forums. I'm not even looking, and somebody will come on the forum. I got this. Like, damn it, I wasn't even looking, man.
Evening, brother dog.
Oh, 44. Thanks for the acknowledgement. Good evening.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we were sitting down in the other room. We heard you in there. Figured we'd say hello.
Yep, waving a hand there. Figured Wednesday's a good time to get a hold of you boys. Yep, all right. Thanks, Dave. We'll get back on the side. We got a little bit of splash from adjacent channel up this way. So, yep, thank you.
Okay, brother dog. Catch you later, and we're on the side.
Hey, brother dog. I hear you down here. Thanks for checking in the Classic Radio Roundup Spitfire 4401 on this antique flea market radio. Roger, Roger. Yep, I'm glad to hear you out there as well, for sure. I believe I heard Sparky out there too, no doubt. Who's that? Silver Bullet? Long time no hear. Hope all's well. Yeah, hello, Silver Bullet. Yeah, I'm in here doing my thing on Classic Radio Wednesday. Yeah, it sounded good down this way. It was kind of busy, so I was just sitting off to the side. And then, you know how it goes, in and out and around and about.
over a bullet. I'm back on the side. Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Excuse me, fellas. I believe you had a long-distance shout-out. 727 was trying to put a shout down up here.
Yeah, that was Brother Dog.
Hit 10-4.
Yeah, who's that out there, Pete? No, Ranger.
That would be the Ranger.
Yeah, 10-4. Hello, Ranger. Yep, we met before. Yep, good evening.
He's shouting back at you there, Ranger.
Oh, there's some kind of technical difficulty.
Help! Oh, no.
I have a hard time hearing Brother Dog. Can you hear Sparky down here, Brother Dog? Ow!
Oh, Sparky. Yeah, no, I got a lot of splash from 14 up here in my neighborhood. Over.
All right, man, I just wanted to say I heard you in there. Good evening, and I'll step on back. I think he's out near Fleetwood or something. Is that right? Fleetwood, Oley, where you at?
Yeah, I'm down in between Oley and Boyertown. Over.
Oh, I can get you real easy when the beam's around a little bit.
Spinning around.
Round and around.
Yeah, you're coming in loud.
Yes, with my 53-year-old Lafayette radio.
Wow. Hey, I heard you boys talking about Let's Go earlier. Just staying back in there a minute or two. Yeah, you can find a whole bunch of my stuff on there. You just type in CB and anything with a pegboard behind it. More than likely it's me. Alright, old dog, shut up.
I gotta move the antenna because now I'm getting a little bit of bleed over from that damn digital nonsense.
You see that link to that site that's all about jammers?
Cell phone jammers.
Oh, was it specifically cell phone? I just saw. That was like, funny.
Yeah, this is a weird thing, whatever this is, because it's sometimes on solidly on 15A, sometimes it's solidly on 11A, and other times it's kind of in between.
Quincy Drifter.
Yeah, I don't exactly know why.
Spurs on his boots.
Yeah, I figured out where, well, it's either on one side of the street or the other. I guess I'll have to take a walk with the walkie-talkie and see exactly which house it's coming from, but...
Either it is or it isn't.
911, there's some kind of like a suspicious person out front with some kind of communications device.
He might be a terrorist.
Looks like he has a remote detonator in his hand.
Yeah, some kind of wires. Freaking SWAT shows up.
He's looking suspicious out there walking up and down the sidewalk.
Ron's got this dish. Ron, do you still have that thing?
Yeah, it'll look even worse if I take the loop with me.
Yeah, I want to make one of those. Simple, right?
Yeah, I made a couple out of fishing nets. Just cut the top, cut the top section off there and put a capacitor across it, little variable cap, and then just shunt feed the coax. And it worked pretty well.
I'm pretty good with my truck. It's directional.
Yeah, That's what I used to do. I used to put the antenna on the very, back of the trunk on a magnet mount antenna and spin the car around in the parking lot and drive off in whatever direction is the strongest.
They have Doppler RF units, but for 11 meters, the antennas would be incredibly too big.
Yeah, the Doppler ones for VHF are pretty nice. But yeah, you have to use shortened, loaded antennas, I guess. You could probably make it work. You couldn't go with quarter waves, though.
Yeah, low jack, right? Similar principle.
Yeah, that's what low jack uses. Yeah.
By any chance, would you know the wiring diagram to a D104 to a Lafayette?
A Lafayette what?
HB 650.
Oh, the 5-pin.
Yes.
I don't know it off the top of my head, but I could probably dig up the wiring. If 44 doesn't have it already, I think he's got a book like handy.
44's got the app.
The Turner mic wiring app?
We need to do that with that Roll-O-Matic microphone adapter.
Yeah, the bike lock.
Is it a 6-wire D104?
No, 5.
They never made a 5. It's either a 4 or a 6.
It's a 6 with one cut off somewhere, probably.
I know the radio's got a 5-pin plug, but the wiring on the mic is either going to be 4 or 6 wires.
Alright, 6.
So then you're good.
Shield black.
Oh, there you go. 44's got it.
There you go.
White, red, shield, black.
That's for the 4-wire one. Now, how many wires in the mic?
It's 6.
5-pin mic and 6-wire microphone. Here it says white, red, blue, shield, and black. Got that? 1 is white, 2 is red, 3 is blue, 4 is shield, 5 is black.
One white, 2 red, 3 black, 4 shield, and 6 is blue.
What do you mean 6?
Or 5 is blue, I'm sorry.
No, 5 is black.
Who's on first?
3 is blue.
3 is blue, alright.
3 is blue, 5 is black. 1 is white, 2 is red, 4 is shield, 3 is blue, 5 is black.
10-4, thanks, Steve.
And 4, I'm on the side.
I've been itching to get this radio up.
Yeah, I don't have a 5-pin to Cobra adapter. I got the 5-pin Radio Shack, but the Lafayette one's different. Yeah, I have to do that someday. I got a couple Lafayette Mobile radios. And I got that bastard 925. It's got some kind of Y pins on it.
That's just the same 5 pin. It's a thin plug.
Yeah, it looks the same. It's not wired the same.
No, it's not wired the same as the Lafayette, but the pin configuration is the same. The Y plug is the earlier Lafayette.
Oh yeah, there's more than one that had that?
Yeah. The earlier one had the Y pin, and some of them had 4 pin, and some of them had the DIN plug, 5 pin DIN.
You can use a Royce mic with that adapter and it'll work on most of the Lafayette DIN plugs.
Copy on the Royce, the Lafayette.
That's what I had to do with my Telstat 1023. I had a 5-pin DIN Radio Shack over it adapter. And if you have a Royce pin like to one of the radios, to one of the Royce mobiles, as long as it's 4-pin, it will go into that adapter and plug right into the Lafayette and work.
Yeah, 10-4. Did you change radios?
Negative. I put a +2 on this radio.
Yeah, that one's really hot.
Yeah, audio is just a little bit hot, I do not imagine. It's a +2 just like its grumpy's old +2. So you just like gain down. Is that any better?
Not the same. Like, is it a good battery? Give your 9-volt the tongue test.
No, it's a good battery. I don't know why it's hot. It should be. I've used it on this radio dozens of times. How's that? Is that any better?
No, no change. Is it me? It might be me.
No, it should be. It should be the mic. The battery is old, but it's good. I tested it before I checked the mic out tonight, and it was working fine.
Well, 10-4. Now I can hear you fine. It's just got that real thin, super saw edge sound. Which you would think a +2 wouldn't.
That really long mic cord.
Are you over there tweaking his audio?
No, I didn't do anything.
Hands up, don't shoot. Good evening.
Who goes there?
Yes, come one, come all to the classic radio roundup. White Buster. Good to hear that, Lehigh Valley Station. Oh, you're bending some ground waves right over South Mountain. We got you. That's 2 ridges to get to me. He's got to come over that one in Palm. And I'm just on the valley on the other side of the ridge as it drops down. Yeah, 10-4, man. Just running some old Cobra 138 XLR technology.
Hello, Bite Buster. Spitfire here on this old glowing glass sonar FS-23. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and my meter's officially unstuck now. There's an added bonus.
I was slow to the volume knob that time, between you and Bite Buster. Yikes.
There's a bunch of people in there.
I'll show you right. Classic Radio Roundup. This thing sounding all right? It's not too harsh on you, is it?
No, it's the same situation. If I go to, like, do that, or I'm going to pick somebody way out in the distance, and I turn the gain up and the volume up, yeah, it'll get me.
Yeah, I turn it up to hear Bite Buster, and then you key up in turn, like, ah!
Damn it, boy.
I share your pain.
Oh, nobody shares pain. Pain is your own.
That's right, man. It's a two-state it's a two-state system.
I think that digital nonsense is starting to drift closer towards this frequency. I'm starting to hear it in there in the background.
Oh, man!
I gotta figure out what the hell this thing is.
Does it do like a high-low? Because I've had them do high-low, like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and they'll drift down 3 or 4 channels.
Now here, I'm gonna flip the Spew Radio receiver to the channel, and you can hear it when you listen to the gate.
I read somewhere they threatened to bring that back.
On high frequency, 100 kilohertz, right?
There, I put it back.
And multiple frequencies at that.
I just have to put the beam a little bit more to the south. That seems to knock it out.
Okay, I'm not in your null. There's Maria.
I was just gonna say, that's Sweetie Maria and the mariachis.
Quattro.
Hey, a mega burrito.
Oh no, where's that nonsense coming from?
Tacos por favor.
I don't hear her at all.
Tacos es grande.
Christ, drug dealers ever take a break?
Man, that was like a light switch.
Somebody turn her lights out. Turn your lights out.
Maybe some meteor scatter. Space junk scatter.
Space lady.
Hey, I talked to her the other day, and just as she faded out, she was like, "Oh, something bad, brother, little brother," and then. So I'm hoping everything's all right.
Little brother, like, related to her or something?
He's just a operator down there. Night Train knows him from over the air, maybe, and I know him from over the air, talking to him many nights, and his wife is Eagle Feather, I think. Or girlfriend or something. Night Train would correct me. I'm kind of hoping that we hear him, or hear her tonight, because I wanted to ask her. It was just, she was like, "Oh, something, little brother," and then...
Conditions are never there when you need it.
I do copy. Jeepin' it. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup. Yes, we have you from Dublin, Bucks County. Yep, I have a great copy on you there, Jeepin' it, with your son on the way back from soccer practices. No problem hearing you, coming in nice and strong. How'd they do? Did they win? Did they do a scrimmage? Okay, 10-4 on the practice. Yeah, I got a good copy on you. Anybody else hear jeeping it out there? Up in Dublin?
Yeah, I hear him. Spitfire 441. You're making it down to Schwenksville out here.
Oh, Jose almost took him out that time.
Jose, Hoseby, whatever.
That's a good trip from a mobile out of Dublin.
Yeah, it's too bad that Mexican skips rolling in. They do. Multiple. They got the jackhammer. They've got these boxes that have hundreds of noises in them. Songs, they'll like be talking like it's a romance novel. One of my favorites was a guy, remember, used to have Kit in the background from the David Hasselhoff show, where the sound where Kit would be in the background, the car driving.
Michael!
Yeah, that makes me reach for the off knob.
Yeah, or the off bug spray.
See? Cinco Nuevo.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a 9 o'clock hour. I might switch radios, but this one's working so well. And the meter became unstuck. Happy.
What radio is that?
The Cobra 138 XLR.
That's the XLR?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Doesn't have the typical sound of those radios.
It's been grumpy-eyed.
Yeah. Sounds like, most of your other radios.
Strive for consistency. I love it, man. It's got the tone control, RF gain, like I can bet that's why it's so quiet, and it's got extra channels. I'm kind of annoyed there's no noise blanker, but they use the noise blank A&L and off switch as a band selector in the CBPA to enable.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I usually try to return it back to stock because I have no need for extra channels, and I like to have all the stock functionality working again.
Yeah, I'm with you too. Yep, exactly. I may do that. That's a good project for that. Love the tone control and the dimmer I don't really need, but that's kind of cool. The clarifier, at least on AM, and this is not open.
Really? Usually, making a move on transmit's like the first thing you do.
Right. One less thing to unmodify. Although I would like to see that's the one I wish was done. I would trade it.
Yeah, so I say that's actually a practical mod because when you're talking to a bunch of people on sideband, you want to be able to net in like that.
Yeah, I'll have to check it on sideband, see if it's unlocked there. I can't imagine them being able. Can you do that? I guess you could with an extra set of contacts.
Yeah, if it's going to be unlocked, it'll be unlocked on all modes. It's not one or the other.
Great.
That's actually a pretty easy mod for that particular chassis. That's an 858 radio, isn't it?
858. Yeah.
Saying the same thing, Doc Hammer, that I thought that they use this board in one of those base stations too, right?
That board's been in a lot of radios.
Now that board's the same board's in my 449, and it's also in the old President Washington, and some of the old Midlands, and some of the old Cobra bases, 139, 138. Aren't they all 858?
Yeah, the 1977 to 78 vintage radios, the Cobra 138 XLR, the 139 XLR, the Radio Shack 457, 458, 449, the old President Washington. Although the Courier Centurion and the Gladiator had an 858 in it, it was not the same board. It was a slightly older vintage, slightly different. There are a few others like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's neat, because I looked at this and I was like, you know what, this is a keeper. I'll keep this one. And now I know I don't need to buy that expensive Radio Shack.
It shouldn't be expensive.
Oh, they are. Those 458s, 459s, whatever, they get crazy money for them.
Well, it depends. I've seen them go for $50, and I've seen them go for $500.
Well, I paid, about the going price for 449 is about 75 bucks. That's what I paid. I paid 60 for mine, I think. I had to do a little work on it when I got it home. It was pristine, though.
Yeah, I've got a 139 XLR. That's my, thankfully I got an example of that radio.
Yeah, I did in fact, I did a spread on the forum, a picture spread on mine when I first got it.
Yeah, there's some small differences between the radios. I know there's the time constant for the modulation compressor and the mic amp is different on the Radio Shack versions than they are for the Cobras. And there's also some differences. I think the 449 does not have, there's a second filter in line. A smaller filter, looks like a crystal, three-legged crystal. And they bypass it in the 449s, but they have it in the base radios. I'm not quite sure why, but, you know.
You're right. You are right, as a matter of fact. In fact, I think we discussed that in that thread, too, because you gave me some assistance in getting mine lined up and making some modifications. There was a bunch of resistors that needed to be upgraded, a couple of little taps. And then there was something to do with the bias, too. I think you helped me get the bias set on to where it would talk right.
Yeah, the very, very early versions of those boards had the wrong parts, or they had, well, whatever they designed turned out to be bad, and they were blowing finals because you'd over-biased them. And they came out with a factory service bulletin. You can see it on CB Tricks. They actually have all the factory service bulletins. And you replaced like a couple of 1-ohm resistors with a 10-ohm and a few other parts, and it centered the pot up real nice in the center instead of being all the way to one side. And you could adjust the bias properly and not have to worry about blowing finals.
Yeah, I copied that. Yeah, I left mine pretty well stocked. Vector turned down to around 3.5 watts, I think, if I remember right. I it's in the truck, so last time I keyed it was about a week ago. But no, it works really good. The only thing I did to that radio was unlock the clarifier, and that was a fairly easy procedure.
Yeah, it's not tough at all. You're basically just, you know, removing the transmit clarifier pot or cutting a diode and just moving a wire from a you know, receive only voltage to a transmit receive 8 volts.
That's a real nice old radio. It's checked on wheels for audio. I let the wattage turn down because, you know, there's an amp behind it. But doggone, as far as audio quality and audio clarity, with the old stock hand mic, that girl hell on wheels.
Well, the interesting thing, there are some versions that have like a 560 ohm resistor across the white to ground on the mic jack, but if you take that resistor out, you can get away with running an unamped D104 on that because the mic amp is high impedance. So, you know, it'll work with an unamped D104, and they actually work pretty well.
mic on it, and it's plenty loud, I'll guarantee you.
Yeah, it's got plenty of gain. You don't really need a lot. I used to run a Shure 444 on it, and it worked pretty well.
I found another interesting piece of trivia about this radio. Remember a while back we discussed about expanding channels in this 893, because it's 23 channel, and I thought maybe it was close to the same type of board as maybe one of the bigger Midlands. Come to find out, a VFO will work on this radio, but I need a number 5.
Yeah, that 893 is the same chassis as the Cobra 139, 23 channel, ironically enough.
You can adapt those Siltronics. Just change out a crystal and stuff.
Now this radio is a doggone boat. I mean, this is a monster. It's longer than my 449, but not quite as wide. But it's heavier. It's got a heck of a chassis in it. It's a big radio. But it would be nice to have a Model 5 VFO for it, because this thing's real good on sideband. This radio talks its butt off on sideband. It'd be nice if it was a 40 channel.
Or you could just stick a crystal in there for the sideband channels.
I suppose I could probably look and find crystals and put it up into 38. All I need is 38, but at any rate, that's a future project. This radio is pretty. It turned out nice. The restoration turned out nice. She looks brand spanking new, and she talks like it too. I'm real happy with the results.
Well, pictures are it didn't happen. I just heard Skype drop out.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did he just disconnect?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Maria's Roger beep took it out.
The sweaty one has returned. And this time I heard her.
Debate.
And now that I can hear her, that means it must be getting strong.
Oh, we were all up in her receiver a minute ago.
Like, why is it that's all we ever hear? That nonsense. Where the heck's Night Ranger and, One-Way Bastard and all these nice domestic stations we could actually talk to that actually speak English?
Yeah, not tonight so far. It's all down there. I mean, they were coming and giving me almost 40 over there for a minute, but we were just talking right through it. But they were like, oh, no, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it just seems like no matter what conditions happen, it's always there. There and somewhere else maybe, but it's always there.
Well, it is in reality. I mean, most of the time our signal probably ends up in the ocean somewhere. And what's cool is that as those strong carriers were coming in, I was picking up that voltage sag frequency drop on your rig. It was very minor, but it would still do it a little bit like boom. It would come up. It's kind of cool.
Oh, this radio does that?
Very minutely, but still enough that, it's like, it's pretty cool. Tube radio.
I guess that must be a characteristic of the Panasonic chassis. I never really noticed it. Well, I've never really heard my own radio, but all the years that I ran this is the first bass radio I ever had. I got this in September of 1974, and I ran it for many years.
Yeah, you would only notice it if there's a strong carrier in with you.
Yeah, heterodyne.
I could remember my sister coming in one night. She was like, how can you even listen to that? I was like, it's like music to me.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I can deal.
Staring at the black light.
Like a moth to flame.
The black light posters. Remember them?
Peter Max.
Some of them are fuzzy.
Only if you did really bad dope.
I had one that was the lines of magnetism in a circle, and that was pretty cool. Like a round circle, but it looked like it was moving, kind of.
Yeah, it's an optical delusion.
You know, I put that on a rotisserie motor, right?
It wasn't moving before, but it is now. So now, I guess the question you have to ask yourself is, well, if I stare at it and it's not moving, it looks like it is. So if I move it and I stare at it, does it now look still?
What was that?
Those little optical illusions, you know, you look at them and it looks like it's moving. So if you put it on something that is moving, does it make it look still?
No, it looks like, I was just saying, we put one on a turntable, black and white image of a spiral type of thing, made for putting on a turntable. You print it out on the printer and look at that, and then look off in the distance, and things would be, you know, kind of moving fore and aft.
Well, that's just what I need. Something else to mess with my equilibrium.
There's a breaker out there. Good, breaker. You're way out there. Classic Radio Roundup. Anybody else having Mexico in there?
That's because Pete had Mexican food for dinner. He attracted them back up here.
I did have a California tortilla burrito.
It's funny, that's where I had dinner tonight.
That's what I said. You had Mexican food, so it's your fault. You attracted them.
Those were some cool pictures in the plane, Spitfire.
That was a cool little ride.
What was the deal with that? Just a buddy that has a plane?
Took my wife down to the Philly airport, executive style.
Is it just a private friend, a personal friend?
Yeah, a friend has a plane and a license, and we flew out of Pottstown right into Philly International, dropped her off, and flew back.
Oh, that's fun. The very first time I was ever in an airplane was one of those flights. A guy that was on the radio, as a matter of fact. He was one of our locals, and he used to fly executive shuttles out of Wings Field down to Philly International. And I got to ride in a co-pilot seat. He didn't have a co-pilot. He says, "You want to be the co-pilot?" I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, it was a whole lot easier than driving down and back that time in the morning. We left at 8, and I was back by 9:30. We even hung out there a little while.
Yeah, I'm flying down there, sitting in the co-pilot seat, thinking to myself, "Dude, whatever you do, don't have a heart attack."
Well, I'll have a heart attack.
This plane actually has a parachute attached to it.
The worst part about it is the people in the back all thought I was the co-pilot.
Did you wear cool sunglasses?
Aviator shades, baby.
And her cool sunglasses on. But they instruct you, if both of us up here should die, pull these two handles back, and then pull this handle down, and then put your head between your knees, because there's going to be a loud bang. So when it deploys the parachute for the airplane. No shit.
I was going to say, bend over, put your head between your knees, and kiss your Hey, goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I was finishing off in my mind.
I'm sitting here looking at the controls going, okay, where are the flaps? Okay, I can do this. Okay, there's the throttles. All right, okay, pedals, yeah, okay. I might be able to land this thing. I might bang it up a little.
They have an emergency beacon if you don't be able to locate you.
White Buster was right, it was a serious aircraft.
Serious aircraft, as opposed to what, a funny one?
It was nice. Yeah, that thing was nice.
You had the intercoms and everything.
Oh yeah, when you wear the cans on your ears, yeah, you can talk back and forth. That's what we were doing. That was fun.
Yeah, and then you can hear all the radio traffic too.
See, that was a fun part, because back then when I did that, I worked for a company that made aircraft navigation stuff, so I was familiar with all the electronics. So it's like, okay, here's the VOR, I'm dialing at it, and I know how this all works, and we were having fun with that.
I wouldn't mind having a Sun Air sideband.
Flying into Philly International, you're on a whole lot of communication with the radio.
Oh, you absolutely are, because you're under TCA at that point. You gotta go where they tell you.
I think it's bizarre. You can go right over Limerick, man, but you got to stay out of what's called Class B airspace or something. I don't know.
Where?
Right near Limerick.
Yeah, you're not allowed to fly right over it.
Yeah, well, we were pretty damn close.
Yeah, there are certain restricted airspaces over certain, I guess sensitive targets.
Flew over my house.
Well, Limerick being right next to the airport, they made the reactors to be able to withstand the impact from a jet. Pretty thick concrete over there.
There's also a VOR station very close to Limerick, too.
Yeah, we were VFR.
Visual flight rules only. Okay, you weren't using any instrumentation.
Well, they were, but they weren't. It was mostly they were using all that junk, too. Kind of all automatic once you dial the frequencies in.
Was it bumpy? It was last 2 days are really bumpy.
Well, it was because they threw us right through a freaking thunderstorm cloud. They brought us in the long way to Philly. They brought us down up over Wilmington and down over South Jersey and then back up again. And there was a cloud bank. Like, dude, you could have me make a left turn at any time now. We flew right through this cloud bank, and that was kind of bumpy. But it was short-lived.
Oh, yeah, you had to come on approach. You had to go around and come back.
But leaving, we took straight off into the west, and I think we were like 350 degrees, and once we were airborne, we went to 300 degrees and flew home.
Yeah, dial in departure frequency and go from there.
Just aim for the towers.
You see, from anywhere in the air around here.
I was going to say, once you get altitude out of Philly International, you should be able to see Limerick.
Peach Bottom and Berwick.
Of course, Limerick's only been running on one reactor for a while.
All right, you can still see it.
Yeah.
That was way fun. Then the flyby. Low altitude pass at the runway. That was cool.
Where, at Potsdam?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did a fly, like a touch and go, or well, I guess just a low altitude flyby.
That's right. The video is on my Facebook page.
Oh, you took video of it?
Oh, yeah. You didn't catch that.
I got the still pictures. I didn't see the video.
Yeah, there's two videos. One just flying through the air and one with the low altitude pass.
Cool.
iClub?
Long time ago.
I've always wanted to fly a plane, but I know I would do something wrong, oops, and then bad things would happen. They're not nearly as forgiving as a car.
Yeah, flying breakfast, they have helicopter rides and stuff right there in Heritage Field.
Yeah, helicopter's a whole nother ball game.
They're even harder to fly.
It's just so cool. They just land, you step in, you get up, you go out, you come back, you land straight down. They're louder than an airplane, though.
Of course.
Yeah, because they're beating the air into submission.
And the air does not go gently into that good night.
Skipland noise level's getting louder.
I was going to hope for some good skip, not that Mexican garbage.
Well, not necessarily louder, but stronger noise level.
Yeah, it's been in there. It's just like turned on instantly. It's been there for a while. It has not crossed over the border. I repeat, it has not made it over the wall.
Looks like my digital noise is starting to slide upward again. It's now leaving channel 14 and sliding towards 15.
Yeah, it must be localized. I went up there and tried to listen on sideband and such. I couldn't hear it.
Now you won't hear it. It's probably about 100 milliwatts worth of transmit power, or maybe a little more. And it's only like three or four houses up the street. I'm trying to figure out what kind of device would be there. Drive by there with the truck and fire up everything I got and see what that does.
Yeah, but just because something transmits doesn't mean it receives.
Well, see, that's the thing. Something's got to be receiving, I would imagine.
Not if it's an incidental.
Well, that's true. If it's an incidental radiator because it's something else, then yeah. It's like the railroad, yeah, the train FR speed control. You know, that's transmitting, but it's not transmitting to anything. It's just using that as a way to power sensors in the track.
Yeah, all radio.
You couldn't have put it somewhere else, though. No.
Yeah, at least like on channel 6.
I'm already past being pissed off. I'm looking at the glass as half full, and it's a Philadelphia filter.
Yeah, nobody around any of the trains are going to be using 13.
Till it comes up this way.
That's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, they don't require it for freight trains, so none of that comes by here. And I guess if they ever do, the freight trains aren't that frequent. You know, maybe one every couple of hours or something. But there's no other train lines near me. Just the Harrisburg line.
Well, that is the one that bothers a bunch of guys. Harrisburg, Paoli, and then the Norristown line, high-speed line, or it's not high-speed, but Norristown line into Philly. That bothers a lot of people, and I can hear it go through Lansdale is I think the one I'm hearing, but sometimes I think it's the one out there on the hill in Devon, but I hear the Lansdale one, but that's so few and far between it doesn't really affect.
Yeah, well, it's only on a passenger line, so yeah, the Norristown line, this line here eventually gets down far enough and where it's electrified, and then you'll hear it, I guess, but not. Well, actually, the Norristown line is a different line. That's on the other side of the river.
So far, those are the lines. The Lansdale-Warminster line has got it. The Paoli line, Harrisburg line's got it, and the Norristown Penn Station line's got it.
I would imagine the Doylestown line has it too.
Yes, sir.
I'm surprised you could hear them though, because you're not really close to any of that.
The Italiano antenna.
Yeah, I don't hear any of that.
I mean, I used to drive that way, and I would cross over the Lansdale to Warminster line, I guess, or I guess that wasn't Warminster, wherever the hell that goes down to Philly. and I could drive underneath on 202 where the train would pass over, and it would peg the needle as I would go underneath it. But half a mile or a mile down the road, it was gone.
Yeah, I can hear it. I think my train hears it too. He should be pulling into the station here, but to confirm that. But he's heard it too. I get it. It rides someone else's carrier.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is that the damn thing has spurs, because I hear it on channel 17, and I also hear it on 36 sideband. Not quite as strong as on 13, but they're there. And I imagine it's probably on another channel in between those two. Those were the only two I'd happen to notice on, because I listen to those sometimes. Oh wait, no, is it 17 or 16? I guess it was 17.
Yeah, well, my main hope, I don't mind staying here, because like I said, it's like a filter in some mannerisms. But if, all of a sudden, what if I want to go to the next stage, that might be too much. You got to watch, they might consider this a public safety ban. I mean, think about it.
Well, I still don't know how the FCC is allowing this, because it's disruptive, and it's not an authorized use for the ban. So I'm just trying to figure out what their justification is.
Their justification is ineptitude.
Unless they're using old, back when this band was sharing industrial, scientific, and medical devices, they said, wow, you got to deal with it. Unless they're trying to shove it in under those old rules.
Yeah, well, that was when they were over in Sweden. They looked in the manual. They're like, oh, yeah, no, das gut. Yeah, right here, 27.12. That's what they use frequency for a lot of those thermal welders.
Yeah, diathermies.
Speaking of which, I got a hold of that company that's selling that 1800 watt MOSFET, or LDMOS, and all of a sudden I got a dialogue with the guys. I started BSing them, because they were like, samples are available. We don't have them for sale, but we're giving samples out. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm developing a thermal thing for electrical PVC splicing. And he's like, I've been emailing this guy back and forth.
So you can get a free sample of an LD MOS?
I hope so.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a deep discount on the board too, because they sell the board. They sell the amp board. It's on like a 3/8 or half-inch thick solid copper plate.
Yeah, that's right. They use copper as a heat sink.
$1,800 watts on a single device at 60 volts.
Yes, you're going to have to put a bunch of those computer power supplies in series.
No, I'm going to have to go to find like an Acopane one.
A Copian.
That's it. Oh, get a job up there, man. Get us some good power supplies.
Yeah, they're not going to pay very well.
There's another amp near us, RF amplifiers, right there in Towamencin. What's the name of that company? RF something. They'll come to me. They make big amps. In fact, I think our friend out there in Quakertown worked there. Yeah. They sell them uber expensive amps to the military for jamming.
Yeah, I can be the 05 test man. If I can key them all day long and it doesn't blow up, it gets the seal of approval.
They probably have a room just for that. They'll wheel the amp in there and turn it up and close the door.
Yeah, all that RF radiation. Everybody's going to have brain cancer. And I hope Tickle gets back to us. He had that
friend of his that knew the guy that was worked at BAE Systems, and he had all these tubes and high-powered test gear from over the years. He said I hope he comes back on and says that's around.
Breaker.
Yeah, Breaker.
Lafayette, HB 650.
Ah, you got it wired up, huh?
How's it sound, alright?
It's a little on the bright side, but it sounds okay. It's clean.
Why don't you turn it down some?
Well, I'll just make it lower. It's just bright. You know, it's high-end emphasized. It needs more bass.
Yeah, cut it back and see if it cleans it up.
How about there?
Breaker.
That's actually better.
Sounds good still.
Back up off of it. How's that?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Alright, that's about a foot and a half.
Sound good like that. I wouldn't back it down anymore. You'll start losing audio punch.
Yeah, there was a breaker, Ranger.
It's working, driver.
Hey, 104 on the Royce. FPTA, Stephen Horn.
There he is, the killer of all radios.
How's everybody tonight?
We're hanging in there.
Roger that.
Thirsty Thursday, cold Corona Friday.
That's tomorrow.
Yep, right around the corner.
Ah, cool. I'm coming over to get some battery cables. I'm going to trade you 2 8-inch ceiling speakers I promised you.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to go to the dentist. We could do Yakos.
Yeah, I might do that anyway, but yeah, I gotta try and make a nozzle for my pressure washer. It was suggested that I do so with my free time.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure there's a couple of distant stations out there. I don't mean to step on you if I can't hear you. But anyway, I figure since this is the Classic Radio Roundup, I might want to give away a freebie. Some Classic Radio junk. Anyway, and when I say an F-con, I like free resistors. Old resistors, and I have to say they're like 60s, 50s, old school resistors. Free to whoever might want them. I don't know if you got an old radio you want to restore or need a resistor for, and you don't want to put the modern whatever in it. I've got a ton of them. You just have them.
Old style carbon resistors.
Yes, sir. I've got literally, I don't know, hundreds of them.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know how to read the color codes, and I'm sure the baggies that they're in, the little paper bags that they're in, they're probably mislabeled as miscellaneous niche bags. But anyway, yeah, I've got a bunch. I have Electro Droid on my phone. It's a great app. Electro Droid shows you color codes, you name it. So yeah, I didn't know if anybody has like an old radio they're wanting to fix, but or put back together, or project they got going on, and yeah, they're looking for any of these old resistors, but I got them. Free to the taking.
The color code is easy. We were taught this in tech school way back when. Bad boys rape our young girls, but Violet gives willingly.
That's the same one we had at Rats, man. That's what they taught. And there were girls in the class.
That's your order. Black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, white. Violet, green, white, yeah. Gray, white. Jeez.
Tolerance.
Oh, and then, yeah, get some now. For gold, silver, and none.
good times, man. I loved electronics school. I had a great teacher.
Oh, so did I. Yeah. I used to love, tech school was fun. That's something I wish the heck I could go back and do over again. That was just fun.
He had us do the drop test, the smack up beside the head, looking for loose, all the tricks for the cold connections. That was pretty funny.
Oh, we used to do all kinds of stuff. We had this power supply, and it would go from like 0 to 350 volts. And we'd take turns holding the ends of the wire, and people would start cranking it up until we couldn't stand it anymore and let go.
Yeah, they do that when I go camping. They have a guy at Spoons, they called, and he has one of those gyro, wind-up generators for the RF field phones out in the military, and he winds that thing up, and it's got wires, and the two people hold the spoons at the ends of the wires, and then you all hold hands in a circle.
Yeah, we used to love that power supply. The trick is to make sure your fingers are really dry, and you just touch it very slightly, And I could get up to about almost 200 volts before I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's fun. When I was I went to this job corps in the Poconos, and I was in this automotive repair course that they had up there. And what we used to do is we used to charge these little freaking capacitors. They were part of the distributor. Anyway, we used to charge them up on the battery and throw them at people. And we're like, no man, quick, catch. And grab them, pop. That was fun. It was just like a mini stun gun. Yeah, fun with electrolytic capacitors.
Yeah, we used to do that too. Only we charge them up with a 300 volt power supply, and you grab one of them, and you will get a jolt.
Yeah, we used to say, "Hey, catch."
Yeah, we used to take the capacitor, then we would wrap each. It was they were axial lead capacitors. We'd wrap each lead around like one end, so if you grabbed it, you would make sure you had contact with both ends. Here, catch.
I have this cool trick pack of gum. Looks like a pack of Wrigley's gum, but it's a capacitor. It's crazy, man. If you grab that thing, you're gonna get it. With the at the Spencer's, they have like the little mousetrap thing in them, so you pull it out and the mousetrap thing snaps on your finger. I never thought about a regular capacitor. It's like stun gun gum. It is, man. Look it up on the internet. It's funny. It gets you, man. It's like Chinese, like out of control voltage. Yeah, I've seen them where they have fake lighters. Or somebody asks you for a light and you pass them the lighter, and then when they go to strike the lighter and they push that button down and electrocute themselves. Those Chinese. Yeah, I know, they're great, aren't they? That thing really bites you. We thought about the hand buzzer. You wind it up and you shake it. And it didn't shock. Chinese took that to a totally different level, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, they did that with the laser pointers too. They put 5 milliwatts on it. It's like a 3-watt laser.
Burn your retinas right out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've seen some of these lasers, man. They're like lighting matches and burning holes to popping balloons and burning holes to pieces of paper. So that's pretty cool shit. I mean, they were legal in America. I think they banned it like a year ago or maybe a year and a half ago or so. But yeah. But over in Europe, you still get them. Burning lasers.
Well, I wanted a tree cutting laser.
Yeah, that'd be cool to get the cutting lasers they use for cutting steel and put that into a portable. That'd be awesome. It'd be like the ultimate survival kit, to put one of those in there in case you're out in the wilderness and you start a fire. I want one of those that works on my DeWalt 20-volt battery system.
Yeah, for about a millisecond.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, because some of these lasers, I mean, they only run off of like 7 to 10 volts, these high-power lasers.
Oh, I got DeWalt lasers. I got the big boy rotary laser, and I run all DeWalt tools. But the batteries, man, they get you. Like I went out and got a new 20-volt LiPo battery, dual charger. I'm switching over from the NiCads. I like the NiCads because you can use them as a hammer.
Yeah, the LiPo batteries, they're awesome, but you gotta buy a special charger for them, otherwise they won't, retain their memory properly. But yeah, it's amazing with the LiPo. You get so much more power, so much more life out of them.
The ones I got from DeWalt just got a new LiPo battery, and it's got Bluetooth technology, and it actually sends a signal to your smartphone with an app that shows you its charging rate or something crazy. Some Bluetooth. I was like, whatever, it's $80 for a dual charger and a battery, I'm sold.
It's like, dude, this is a Sawzall, and that's a power drill. What do I need to talk to it with my phone? It's crazy, but at the same time, it's awesome, the technology that's coming out,
There it was, man. $80, I couldn't pass. Crazy.
Yeah. And I think like 10 years ago, just a regular NiCad replacement battery was $70.
Unreal.
Yeah, technology is definitely awesome. I love the advances that humankind is making in technology. I just can't wait until these new, what do they call it, the new supercomputers. I'll remember it, but I'll get back to it. Yeah, back to you when I remember. But I can't wait until these new supercomputers are available.
I'm going to be a robot repairman, so I have job security.
It's like being a doctor, only it's mechanical instead of biological.
Yeah, quantum computers. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of quantum computers, but yeah, the quantum computers are still in their infant stage, kind of the way the modern day computers that we have now were back in like 1955 or 1956, like way back in the early days when computers were first invented, and when all they can do is just add and multiply. They couldn't even subtract and divide yet, and they had no processing power. But the new quantum computers that they're working on, they're in that infancy stage, and once they become available and readily available to the market, it's going to be insane. Where do you see the advancements in technology then?
Oh, quantum, yeah, Quantum Leap with Captain Archer.
Quantum computer. What they've discovered is on an atomic level, an atom has electrons, neutrons, and protons. And what they've discovered is like these neutrons, they have a duplicate of each other, and it doesn't matter how far apart they are. They're always in communication. They could be a billion miles away or right next to each other. So what one does, the other one vibrates in opposite rotation. How science figured this out, I don't know. But anyway, they're able to now use this to calculate phenomenal freaking numbers and equations. I can't even explain it. It's so freaking complex. But you're just gonna have to, I guess, get on YouTube or Discovery Channel or something. Netflix, if they've got something on it. But look up, quantum mechanics and quantum computing, and you'll see it's like the most amazing freaking stuff you'll ever see. And they have basic quantum computers now.
They did that when they did the laser, and they shot the laser through the two slits, and the photon existed twice.
Paging Dr. Shelton.
Yeah. I saw that too, where they shot it through one lens and it popped out, and it was like six different variations. It was Einstein's spooky theory, they called it. But now they're actually starting to be able to, control and predict and harness that power in computing technology. But it's in its infancy stage.
Yeah, photon exists here and there at the same time.
It's the transporter, Captain.
There's a parrot on the telly.
Now all we have to do is break the time portal barrier, and go backward in time, and oh boy.
I'm back, so I'm out of the conversation, or I just heard that's what happened.
All right, Rich, on the train. Hey, they're making a Back to the Future 4 movies coming out with the Doc and Mark.
Speaking of trains.
Train.
Choo-choo!
Hello, boys. Train signing on Classic Radio Roundup before it's too late.
It's never too late for you.
Hello, Train.
Hello, Pete, once again. Hello, Sparky. Hello, Dave. Whoever else is around the band, Train signing on.
For the roach, yeah. I can hear you, but nobody else can get past this septic train noise that I got going on.
Hello, somebody else say hello too. Hello, Aquaman. Oh, hello there, David. Man, I tried to get in here earlier, but she had to talk. So I'm like, it's only a half hour worth of Classic Radio Roundup left, babe.
They like to do that to you. They know they're very smart. They know exactly what you got planned, but they don't want to know. They care not.
Don't turn on that dishwasher.
They know your intention.
And they're going to do whatever it is to disrupt them.
And then she'll just throw you a bone. Okay, babe, you could have the last half hour. And you feel like you won.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Gubby. Yeah, absolutely right, man. And I mean, I told her, I said I had a half hour. What time is it now? 5 minutes, 7 minutes left?
No.
Hey, who's that out there?
That's Gumby.
Yeah, no, this guy right here who's talking, he said that's Gumby.
It's Night Train.
Night Train, man, you're giving me one hell of a signal, brother. You must be pretty close.
No, I'm on the base.
Roger that, man. Yeah, you're louder than I've heard you ever.
Yeah, I'm on a different radio.
Well, that radio is better than the last radio. That's all I gotta say.
10-4.
What radio is that?
Cobra 2000.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Cobra technology.
I hardly ever get on this radio.
So you should be on it more often.
10-4.
Man, I'm running the mobile for that.
Who's that disagree? Come on.
I said I'm running the mobile for yours.
Well, I tell you, the other radio, he usually hits me like 3 to 5 pounds. Right now, he's a steady 10 plus.
Well, that could be because the amplifier is on.
Yeah, that might help.
I would say that's the answer.
Skippy, where are you located tonight? Roger, so you're down there with Roach.
Yeah, you're right up the road from me there, Scooby-Doo. And now who that is?
That's Skippy.
Oh, Skippy, I thought you said Scooby.
I can't even hear him tonight.
No, Scooby's down down in Delaware. And so I thought you said Scooby, not Skippy. I apologize.
Scooby, Skippy, what's the difference? 220, 221.
And I would have gone away with it, too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah.
What, countywide?
What's that?
Got away with what?
Just would have gone away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
I know. Don't you hate that?
Classic classic Scooby-Doo reference. Come on now.
That was funny.
I missed that one.
I guess you're not a Scooby-Doo fan.
No.
You have to have watched Scooby-Doo to get that. If you didn't, you won't.
Oh, all right. Yeah, 10-4. This thing sound all right, man.
And I would have got a
Yep.
one for you meddling kid. Scooby-Doo.
Wait a minute. We need to stop and push pause a second here. I need to know, I know Night Train is of our age group, how you grew up and were not ever exposed to the Scooby-Doo show. I need that explained.
The answer to that question, we didn't have a television growing up.
That's right, they were Mormon.
No, I wasn't Mormon.
Explains that. You missed out on the Mystery Machine and all.
He had an 8-channel Lafayette CB radio, but no television.
That's right.
Watch Scooby-Doo either. Right, his dad made him take a pick when they were little. Like, look, it's either radio or TV. What's it gonna be? And the kids are all like, well, I guess we'll go with radio, Dad, since you like that so much. And that's what it was, radio. Gene knows the Orphan Annie show.
Well, there is this thing called YouTube. you got a lot of catch-up learning to do.
I like Veronica on the Archies and Josie from the Pussycats.
I just like the pussy. Cat. Burger.
And then there was Dopey Melody. Blonde.
Hey now.
You guys. No, you don't have to limit the clown. I mean, that's how a kid show. But there was this girl, Lynette the Clown. It was a show called Big Comfy Couch. And my kids would watch it. But yeah, I was thinking, man, if that Lynette the Clown would take off all that freaking clown makeup stuff that she wears, I bet she's pretty freaking hot. So yeah, I guess I'm weird too.
She sat in that big chair, right?
Yeah. I guess it's because I'm kind of a short guy too. I'm only 5'4" or 5'5", whatever. But anyway, so maybe that's what it is about her. But I thought she was pretty hot if she took off the clown makeup and the stupid clothes.
You know you're pretty sad when you start fantasizing about your kids' shows characters.
I used to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse with my daughter, and that show was great because it traveled on 2 levels.
Well, at least it wasn't Mr. Rogers, so I guess I got something going right.
Yeah, Amanda didn't turn out so good.
No, that wouldn't turn out that good at all. Or the old lady from Lamb Chops, the show.
Oh no, Sherry Lewis?
Yeah. She's a little bit too old, but the Big Comfy Couch girl, hey, she was over 21 and she was hot. You know, she's got to take off that kid outfit. the kid clown outfit, whatever. And she'd be awesome. Wonder Woman and Daisy too. Breaker. Out there.
Get a break?
Evening Night Train. Uh-oh. How about Wonder Woman and Daisy too? Ranger. Yeah, go ahead, Dave. That's why I say catch you later, Night Train. You rocked out? Yeah. Yeah, 10-4. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I got that all wired up. Sounds good. 10-4. Okay, I'm on the side. Hey, Sparky.
Hey, Gumby.
How about Wonder Woman and
Hey, 10-4, Grumpy, we got a breaker out here. I'll be right back there. Go ahead. Was that 194? Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, okay.
Cool, you're talking to us right through the airwaves.
No wires attached.
No wires, no governmental agencies.
No winding, no batteries.
We're up here at Spring Mount Ski Area. Where are you at? Hello, hello?
Hey, 104, where you at? You sound good up here in Mount Pleasant.
Hey, sorry, I went to the bathroom for like 1 minute and my kid jumped on the air.
Well, that was sounding good. That's your boy?
Yeah, he's my 6-year-old.
104, right?
Yeah, it was. I'm 104, but he hears me talking all the time, and so I stepped out, went to the bathroom, he came in here and grabbed my station, and then I'm coming out of the bathroom, he was like, Dad, what do I say? What do I say? I was like, what are you talking about? And then he told me he just jumped on the air. But he acknowledged something, he didn't know what to do, so he ran a harmonic.
That's right, we copied him. All right, cool. Well, he needs to think up a handle and some numbers, and then it's all good. He sounded good. He had very nice modulation.
He's a harmonic of 104.
That would make him 208.
I hear a breaker out there. I guess, breaker, you acknowledged.
Oh, it's the guys down in Delco talking to Scooby-Doo and such.
This is 104 up here in Devon, PA.
Gumby, you still out there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, go ahead.
What I was saying about, when you were saying about different actors, I was saying some of my favorite ones was Wonder Woman and Daisy Duke.
Oh, yeah, well, I saw Wonder Woman. My dad took me to a movie where she wasn't Wonder Woman, and she did not have a top on at some point in the movie. And he's like, don't tell your mother about that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wonder Woman was beautiful.
I hear another breaker out there, and breaker, you're acknowledged.
Hey, Wrench, we were just talking about Linda Carter. Yeah, hashtag used to be hot.
Yeah, that one they used to remake, she was good looking too.
You know, I always wondered, is Linda Carter Jimmy Carter's daughter, or is she just another actress out there with the same name as our former president?
I don't know. Does she drink Billy beer?
No, she's not related to Jimmy Carter.
No, she's too intelligent.
Good evening. Welcome to the classic Radio Roundup, Renegade. We got you.
And 4. Let's just get under the wire.
Oh, man.
Rare that I hear you out there without being on sideband. You sound a little bit different.
Another radio, an older one.
AM is more clear, wider banded, high fidelity.
What kind of radio is that, Renegade?
That's older Madison.
That's working.
And 4. Madison with an older Silver Eagle.
Sounds good up here.
Absolutely.
Renegade.
Yeah, for me to hear him up here in Mount Penn, he's not very loud, but I can definitely hear him keying up.
Don't make me turn on my baby driver.
Tell me about it.
I got mine on, you wouldn't hear me.
We hear you very well. And this Cobra 138 XL, our technology.
I gotta get the mods pumped up on my 138. Does yours have a phono plug on it or the regular 4-pin?
It's a 4-pin. It was one of Grumpy's old radios, and he had it in there turned up a bit. So I just run the dynamite back a little bit.
Well, mine actually has a phono jack on it for the mic.
That's because that's the 23 channel version.
And 4.
Sparky's is the 40 channel.
Was that called the GTL, the 23 channel?
No, it's just the 138.
Okay. XLR gave you extra limited range.
XLR was the first 40 channel. Then they just continued the 138 line. They just went to the 148 was the next mobile radio. And the 139 morphed into the 142 with a totally different board.
Break 907 mobile.
Go ahead, 907 Mobile. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Hey, you guys, actually have no idea how long I've been showing up with you guys. I live over in Jersey, and I visited a friend on college hill, so I flew a radio and stuff tonight, and I thought I'd give you a shout out to let me hear you on the air. 907 Jersey, Iron Man handle.
Iron Man, we got you in there. Anybody else here?
I got him, no pain or strain.
Hey, Iron Man 104 of the Roach, Devon, Pennsylvania. I think I talked to you before.
Spitfire's got him right here on the video gate 441.
Yeah, there's a bunch of folks in there.
So that thing fell asleep. Dude, I had a better exercise in 5 years. Get off that radio.
Who else is out there? Anybody sandbagging?
Only the sandbaggers know.
Gotta be out there somewhere. He's in here almost every week.
Only the sandbaggers know.
There's Wayne.
There was a guy that used to go by sandbagging. I don't know, is he still around yet?
Roger that there, Renegade. I got a train rolling in, so it's harder for me to hear these further out stations. Anybody that's generally hitting me with less than 9 pounds when that train rolls through, I can't get a copy on them.
They should report it.
Countywide.
Block and a half wide.
Yeah, right now that train noise is so loud that I can't even hear it. It's like above human earshot, man. When it's like buried the needle on the meter over here. But I'm gonna have to sit back. I apologize for anybody I might be stepping on right now.
Time to run a sidewalk to the railroad tracks. That's Sparky.
Yeah, I think that's the one Sandbagger has.
What's that?
2547 base station, wideband, hi-fi, audio, monster.
Oh yeah, that's the Galaxy.
They tell him to run a ground wire to the railroad tracks.
sandbagger knows that radio inside and out.
Yeah, plus he got the audio all boosted up, wideband, studio, luscious. I like that wideband sound, man.
Now, what's meant by wideband?
Like on the audio, you know, it sounds like a broadcast station. It's not tinny, not thin.
Oh, okay.
No, it sounds like this.
Yeah, put a big old speaker on your external speaker.
That sounds like old 05.
Yeah.
05 was running an icon.
He wanted to sound high fidelity, but he ran all of his stuff into a non-modified radio.
$1,000 Newman microphone. Don't forget it. $1,000 Newman.
Got me a big ol', got me a big ol', got me a big ol'. Got me a big old Newman microphone.
Yeah, he got me a big old Newman microphone, and he got himself a mixer panel and an equalizer and all the good stuff, and shoved it right into the mic jack of a bandwidth limited radio. Oops.
Yeah, what are you going to do? He didn't sound bad, he just didn't have no modulation.
I wouldn't mind having that Newman mic.
No, I could probably make it sound really good on this radio.
Got me a big old, got me a big old.
And I slapped you.
The only one you're going to talk to is me, and only when I want to hear you. This concludes the recorded portion. Up for printed copies, write to P.O. Box 100, Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
Yes, and please be sure to send early to avoid the Christmas rush.
Specifications are subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. That you, Aquaman? Yo, you with the Roger beat. Get a life.
The mad beeper.
And that smokestack sound.
And worry.
The smokestack.
Evening, Night Train. Hello, Skeeter. How you doing, man?
104, The Roach, Devon, Pennsylvania. Waving home.
I guess you copied me, huh, Skeeter? No doubt about it. 1040. What's going on, man? I was cleaning some dirty shotguns over here. 10 Roger on the dirty shotguns. You come up good? Not shining them up like the radio. Cleaning them so they work. They was getting so bad they wouldn't work. Roger that. It's always good to keep that equipment clean, man. Just for safety's sake, if nothing else. Exactly, and trespassers or whatnot that may come through.
Those who trespass upon us.
10 Roger. Yeah, man. Gotta keep that equipment clean. Maintenance. That's called maintenance. She was so bad, she was getting hot. And the action wouldn't work no more. Uh-oh. Yeah, you oil it all up and everything? I got it in pieces. I was thinking I'm going to get the gun scrubber, but you know what it smells like? It smells like that carburetor cleaner. I can't be out here on the porch while she's sleeping doing that. I got to be outside. I had to put it away till tomorrow.
Hey guys, Channel 13, 27.115. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. Classic Radio Roundup, Channel 13.
Evening, Skeeter.
Right back there, Sparky. Who's that guy talking to?
He's from Devo.
Number 104.
Devo.
He Roger Beef Man?
Oh, Scooter.
Thank you, sir.
No, that's not the same person.
Oh, no.
He's just talking. He feels good. Got down, got down, got down.
Get down and get back up again.
Get up, get down, set. Ooh.
Get up and get down.
So, Skeeter, I was out there running the mower, man, until the belt slipped off the pulley on the deck, man. That was the end of that. I was riding around in circles and nothing was getting cut.
I guess I'll see you up the street there at the John Deere dealer.
Oh, no, I know how to put it back on. I just have to do it tomorrow. I mean, the sun went down on me the whole 9 yards. I'm like, man, you're not cutting anything. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Yeah, wait, no, you're not cutting it. All right, let's make another pass. We make another pass. And come back. I got the headlights on now, right? And I look, no, you didn't cut nothing. You're not even cutting. Just put the thing in the garage and forget about it. So I put it in the garage, right? Then I looked down when I got off. Sure enough, the belt was loose.
Oh, no. I thought about you on the way home. We went down, when you checked in a little while ago, I went down and walked the dog and came back and said, man, it's getting dark out. The night train gonna cut the grass now?
Well, I got the front done with the hand mower, the hill, the steep hill. I took care of that, and then I started working around the back, but the sun went down on me. It got a little dark. I turned the headlights on, but it was like I hit a rock that I didn't see. That's the reason why that belt flew off. So I'm like, well, best wait until tomorrow when you can see. How about that? If I had my way, Scooter, I would have